Hey y'all, what is up? What is up? What is up? Oh, I am enjoying this lovely spring day. How's the weather where you guys are at? Hopefully fantastic. So, this video is going to be awesome. Guys, you know, we've talked about, and I know you guys have seen some of the stuff that we've done where we reuse stuff. Well, I'm going to take you through the process like these grill bars today because, a body could go buy some new grill bars and not have to do all this work to them and buy the new parts and take them straight out of the box and it'd be great and they bolt up and then life goes on. But we like to be super complicated. We don't like to do nothing the easy way. So, let's go down to the shop. I got bolt I gotta fix, get out of one because it's broke off in there, and then I'll take you through the rest of the process. So let's run it out of the shop and get started.
Alright, what are you doing?
So showing this process a little bit. We don't buy new stuff. This is why everything takes us so long. Got these grill bars that you're determined to use. I'm dead against them, but had a bolt broken in this, and I'm gonna try to drill it out and then put a helicoil in it, try to fix it so I can get them sanded down so we can get them polished.
Alright.
Okay, so this is, I'm going to have to do this voiceover. I'm trying to show you here. I have cut through, when I was drilling, it drilled through the side of the bowl hole, which sucks. But good news is we have a spare over here. So, we just got to fix it to match the rest of them. Little backstory, these are 389 grill bars. So they're flush all the way down. Well, the 379 has the little ring around it. And we have notched these out to make it go around that ring. So, where I messed this one up and can't put the helicoil in it, I am going to fix this one to have the ditch in it so that it goes around that beauty ring and sits right. Lee has a look in his eye. He has no faith in me. No, maybe he has a little faith. All right, guys. So what I'm doing here, I've got a 1/2 inch bit on this, and this is probably the unconventional way to do it, but it makes a really nice cut. This aluminum's real soft. I've got it set up to go down about, I need it to go about 1/4 inch down, and just easing it back and forth, taking off little bits at a time. See, I'm adjusting right there to go in a little bit, and then I'll shave another little bit off. We had to go 5/8 on one side and 3/4 on the other, I think is what it ended up being. So that they sit around that trim piece really well. So it's just a slow and steady process. It ain't too bad. And it makes a really nice cut. You saw how that other one was. It was cut real flat and flush. We could have probably done this with a Ziz wheel, but it's not as clean and it's way easier to mess it up. This way, we just notch it in. I can just notch it in a little bit. I have full control over how much I'm taking off and, how deep it is and all that good stuff. So, it's a different little neat way to do this. John, my buddy John, come up with this way, and he's right. It's kind of like a backwards lathe. If you've ever used one of the them lathes, they spin, you know, and you bring the part into them and it spins the part around. But it's kind of backwards to that. I don't know. My brain always matches something up to something else. It's kind of the same concept, just shaving away a little at a time. So I didn't get the video didn't show it, but when we put this in there, I always make sure it's leveled so it cuts straight across so you get that flat look on it. If not, it'll cut it. Even a degree will make it go at an angle and it won't set flush. But anyway, getting it chipped away here, and it looks like it. Whoop, get it done. Thank goodness. Now all we gotta do is the hard part. Okay, so we got the milling part done. Hope you guys don't mind the voiceover too much. Had to do that, you know, the videos got messed up. I don't know how, but they was in slow motion. It was very strange. But I still wanted you guys to see the process because it is super important. I feel like for you guys to see, like, what it is we do to make these parts work. Because this isn't just stuff that, oh, they come right and here they go and then they bolt up and what... thinking wise, what should take just a few minutes to, you know, put something all straight out of a box, put some new bolts in it, whatever, clean it up a little bit. This is the all-day process. This is not like, this isn't a 5-minute process. So, anywho, that all being said, I brought you guys home with me. Because, you know, it's pretty outside today, and I am outside. I did not want to be shoveled up in that garage doing this sanding and stuff. But I want to show you guys a little bit of this process too, because this is a whole nother thing that, there you go. It's time consuming. It's time consuming. And that's why we could not do this, and it look okay. But who wants that? We went so far at it now that who wants it just to look okay? So anyway, it's worth a little bit of the labor. Hang on just a second. Okay, so I got all 7 of the grill bars. They look remotely shiny, but they're not. Guys, let's get up. Let me get in here. My camera. See how rough they are? Look how rough these bad boys are. These bars have seen things. Look at all that. Best and worst thing I hate about this camera is it will show everything. But you see all this mess? We can't have that. We cannot have that on Dirty Deeds. So, got all 7 of them here. All of them we got all this took care of. All these notched out. You saw me doing that just a second ago. All of them were notched. All of them got all the boat holes. And now I've got this fancy little, this fancy little station, sandpaper all rolled up, and this is my tablecloth. Well, it's an old tarp that was ripped up. That way I don't get all this nasty gunk all over the table. And got my bucket. Get ready to do the most. The next process why this crap takes all day is to the 5 minutes. Alright guys, so first key of the method to the madness is the Dawn dishwashing liquid. Okay. It's a must. Throw a little of that in there. I swear by it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe the old man that told me was nuts. I don't know. He probably was nuts. I ain't gonna lie. But he said Dawn dishwashing liquid, and it's always worked for me on aluminum. I don't know about stainless, but I do know about stainless because I'm pretty sure up at the shop they use it to wet sand those shifters and stuff when they're polishing them. But anywho, Dawn dishwashing liquid, water. I'm gonna start with 400. It's a little dangerous, but these pits and scratches, and I actually, to be honest with you, I'll be 100% honest, I'm not sure. I think these have the film on them. They'll polish aluminum a lot, and then they dip it in this stuff, and it kind of gives it like a clear coat. thing on it. I'm not sure. I'll know when I start sanding on it here in just a second. But when you do that, then the scratches get in that, and it's just better to get all that off and start from scratch. So. Make a giant mess here. Any ever hoot. It's just crazy. Sometimes people don't realize how much goes into all this until you actually see it all done. I'm hoping doing this video kind of shows you guys like the real labor of it all. There's a lot of real labor in all this that seems like it should be so simple. You know, regularly you just take, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts and bolt this bad boy to your new grill and go on about your way. But can't do that. Can't do that. Because Lee's got to be complicated. I'm blaming all this on Lee. This is not my 1000% favorite thing to do right here. I've become good at it. I used to do it for extra money and stuff, you know, polish, do wheels, and I do wheels and all kinds of different stuff. Tanks, I've done tanks before. Whew, that's a whole nother job. Usually do those with the big hand buffer. But, I don't know. There's a lot to it. Super aggravating, tiring, makes you disgusting, but it's gotta be done. Stab myself in the foot with it. That's awesome. So I could have been wrong. This might not have that glaze on it. People say, why don't you just use, I tried some of those wool pads. I have tried those. You see those, you know, advertised and blah, blah, blah. I don't see that them does any good. I can't get, you don't get the scratches or the crap out of them. And, it just, I don't know. This is the old school, long, complicated way of doing it. And I think it comes out at the best end result, so. Usually I have a spray bottle, but I didn't have a spray bottle here at home. Forgot to grab one from the shop. It just, this is never, okay, these are, God knows how old, grill bars, right? This is never, ever going to get everything out of this. Never going to. Just like you all saw those door frames when I got them done. I showed you a little bit of the process of me doing some of those. It's never going to get everything out, but I tell you what it's going to do. It's going to bring it up to where it's going to shine just as close to new as it'll ever be able to get. There's a whole other respect for stuff that once you relook at it and you know how bad it was when you started, then you get to look at it and say, I made it look good again, you know? So now I'm going to go to 800 and see if we can't smooth it down a little more. So time consuming. It is very time consuming. So you guys gotta tell me. You guys gotta let me know in the comments if y'all have a different method to your madness. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is the best most precise way to do it for older pieces like this, especially this aluminum. But like I said, I've tried to use maybe I just ain't no good at using them. Those wool pads, the stiff wool pad stuff, you get them on Amazon or get them offline, little 4-inch pads. I don't know how I would get them in here. I did stuff it on some flight service. I don't remember what it was, but I did that on that, and it worked okay. But I don't know. Maybe I just like being complicated and, you know, building up my Popeye arms. So, this is what takes so long. This is things like this, things that like I say, I've said it 100 times in this video, but I'll repeat myself because to me it's very important. It's very important for people that watch and stuff, for all you guys that are hanging and follow this. And I know some of you guys are like, oh gosh, you just put like 1 or 2 pieces on today, and oh gosh, at this rate, you know. But I don't do a lot of filming while I'm doing it because obviously it's hard to film and sand all at the same time. But I don't do a lot. I do filming when you know, I could, you know, sit and either film with Lee working, or sometimes I'll do a lot of filming when I can set it up on a tripod or whatever. But this part of it, guys, this part is what I don't show a lot of because it's elongated. I mean, this, you got a whole video here, me scrubbing down. Or just, it's not just scrubbing them down, I guess. I showed you the process of getting them cut, getting the notches put in them for that they would fit over the surround or the trim piece that goes on the 379. Showed you that. Then I'll show then this, and of course a lot of this stuff sped through, but I'm afraid you guys get bored with it, so I don't show you all a lot of this. But this video kind of show you why life takes so long sometimes. Some stuff isn't this hard, but all these pieces that we're using that are old, that are cut off stuff that has all these aluminum pieces, this is the process I use on them. Them door frames, this is the process, you know what I mean? There's a process to everything. So here it is. Okay, up to 2,500. So here we go. It's almost got a little bit of a shine to it before I touched it with polish yet. But it got some of the big stuff out of it. You still got some look at that. That is a chip. And can't get that out. But everything else, I'm feeling pretty good about. See? Alright. So, 1 down, 6 to go. I'm gonna be here all night. But I will bring you guys back as soon as I get these other ones done. And I'm gonna see if I can run down here and get some of this gourds polished. And I will show you what they look like finished up. See what y'all think. Okay, guys. So, we're to the polishing. Pretty excited. Using gourds. Guys, if y'all haven't tried this, I'm going to put the link in the description down here for all you guys. This is the best. I swear by it. It's the best aluminum polish I have ever used. This stuff, it's got cleaner and all kinds of stuff in it. And it seals. So after you get it all polished up with it, once you wipe it down real good, it seals it. It seals that shiny, and it's the best thing I've ever used on wheels and stuff. And the more you build it up, the prettier the polish gets. So I'm gonna try to get this on. Let's see what this looks like. What are these grill bars turns out? See if I can get it done before it gets dark out here. Alright, so key to this stuff is when you put it on with a rough rag. Like them red, not the microfibers, but like the rough red old shop rags that a lot of people uses is the best. And yeah, I don't know why, it helps it work it in. That usually comes with like one of those metal, it'll kind of remind you of an SOS pad. Comes with one of them when you buy it. And you can use those if you got a lot of like build up. But you got, for y'all that's been watching, you guys saw me do this to something, that door frame for the bunk. And then I did it for the, this is exactly what I used for that mirror on that door frame on the cab too, that you guys saw on the short stuff. But get it covered real good. Don't hurt to use a lot of it. It's kind of thin. Somebody asked me, well, what about that? I was like, gosh, oh, that's just too thin. I can't be doing nothing but get it rubbed on there again and let it dry. Most time consuming part of it, it's a little stinky, but the most time consuming part of it is let it dry a little bit. Because it's got to dry so it can start working good. But if you got a bunch of dirt and junk, like if you're doing your wheels with it, and you got a bunch of dirt and junk on there, it'll pull, if you leave it on there for a little bit, put it on there and leave it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then go to scrubbing it down, it'll pull that dirt out of it. Whatever the chemicals is that's in it, will go to pulling that dirt out. Then you do that and scratch it real bad. After I just spent an hour sanding it, sanding it. Let's see how this looks. Look at that. I believe we've done something right there. Alright, let's look out here where there's still a little side. Top's looking pretty good. I got to still work on the sides. I was trying to rush it, but see how that top looks?
Looking pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to. The sides are still look good, but if, like I said, you do that, and then if I took it one more time over, when I can let it set a little longer, like I said, I wanted to rush through this process so you guys could see the gist of it. But I mean, that top's looking pretty snazzy. I don't know how good y'all can see it, but it's pretty mirrored up. Pretty mirrored up. So there you have it. 97 hours later. A few tears, and I still ain't done. I still got 20 more to go. No, I still got a few more to go. But I'll probably actually do that one more time before we think about sticking them on the truck. I'll go and hit them all one more time. But the longer you can let it set, and make it into a paste, keep sitting there scrubbing it with one of them tough rags, man, and then wipe it down. Looks good. I think it looks good. I don't know. You guys got to tell me. It's worth all the work. It's been an all-day process, and we got one bar done. No, we got all the bars ready. I just still got to sand them all. I mean, like I said, it takes I'll have about an hour of each one. So you got 7 bars. That's about 7 hours. 7 hours opposed to $800 or more. I'm not sure what they cost brand new on the shelf. But what do you think, guys? What do you think? That's the process. This is why this junk takes us 47 years. But, I guess at the end of the day, I get to be like, hey, yeah, I did that. Those ain't brand new. But guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video give you a little insight on some of the stuff and some of the process of the stuff that I ain't been showing you. But guys, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment. You know I love your comments. And watch out, because this weekend we'll have a great video. We're going to be putting the grill in and doing some other big stuff. So make sure you keep an eye out for it. See you on the next one, guys.